Allah's Messenger said, "The blood of a Muslim cannot be shed except in 3 cases: for murder, adultery, and the one who reverts from Islam and leaves the Muslims."
Perhaps some of you will argue with me and say, well, he maybe become a Christian in a liberal church. Who knows? I say, you know what? I'll go for it. Obama became a Christian. See, first of all, he denied that he was ever a Muslim. But we know he's a Muslim simply because he was birthed to a Muslim daddy, according to Sharia law, according to the Quran. In Islam, a Muslim man can marry a Jew, a Christian, or whatever. But a Christian man cannot marry a Muslim woman. A Jewish man cannot marry a Muslim woman. Muslim women only marry a Muslim man because they know that children will follow the daddy. Okay? I want to show you something important. This is a true hadith. This is how Muslims live by. This is how many thousands of Muslims who come to know Christ are killed and put into the dirt with the knife still stuck in their chest. And the birth certificate said natural death. They received the death certificate from the Muslim doctor before they kill their own children in honor killing, even in America. I don't know how many of you saw this TV show where they're killing 50,000 a year. And I think this number is small. Honor killing. Because what? Because they practice the teaching of the Quran. They practice what Islam is all about, Sharia Islam. And you know what? You know how Fox News presented? They brought some Muslim guy. He said, that's not of Islam at all. Islam does not teach honor killing. Excuse me? Excuse me? That's why the Quran teach, فَلْيَمُتْ وَهُوَ كَافِرٌ. So he must die and he is infidel. And that's why the hadith teach. The blood of the Muslim cannot be shed except in 3 cases: murder, adultery, and apostation. That's leaving the religion of Islam. Honor killing is Islam teaching, nothing else but what the Quran teach and the hadith teach. Now, my question to you, where is Obama's decree to be killed? We know he was a Muslim. Yes, he became a Christian. He joined the church, become a Christian, which obviously is a big lie because there are so many members in the church who are Muslim. Where is the fatwa to kill him? Let me show you a fatwa here. Look with me on the screen. This is a fatwa, obviously written in Arabic. This is the seal of Egypt. And obviously this is written from Azhar, the largest Muslim university in Egypt. And this is a fatwa. Decree for killing a man who left Islam to Christianity. And listen to the second very important question. How about his children who are birthed of him? Are they Muslim or Christian? Yes, they are Muslim and they will be killed also. We translated this to you in English. So listen to what the English said.
A man whose religion was Islam and his nationality is Egyptian married a German Christian, and the couple agreed that the husband would join the Christian faith and doctrine. Question 1. What is the Islamic ruling in relation to this man? What are the punishments prescribed for this act? Question 2. Are his children considered Muslim or Christian?
Very simple. Listen to the answer. By the Azhar. According to the fatwa issued by the Azhar. And this is the same fatwa issued to so many of my friends who were Muslim and become a Christian. The answer is?
The answers. All praise is to Allah, the Lord of the universe, and salutations on the leader of the righteous, our Master Muhammad, his family, and all of his companions. Thereafter, this man has committed apostasy. He must be given a chance to repent. And if he does not, then he must be killed according to Sharia. As far as his children are concerned, as long as they are children, they are considered Muslim. But after they reach the age of puberty, then if they remain with Islam, they are Muslim. But if they leave Islam and they do not repent, they must be killed, and Allah knows best.
Therefore, I would love to see the Muslim in the world show me another fatwa like this for Obama and his 2 children. I would like to see one. You know what's happening? All Muslims of planet Earth are for Obama. Hezbollah, Fatah, Hamas, Al-Qaeda, Jama'at, Ikhwan, all Muslim jihadists on planet Earth are for Obama. As a matter of fact, as I told you, go to for muslimforobama08.com and read for yourself. They are collecting money for Senator Obama, even here in America, by saying $1 for Senator Obama for one nation under God. For the first time in my life, I read the word God, not Allah, in a website of a Muslim. Why did it not both Allah? Because they know it will expose them. So say, under God. Instead of killing him, they are supporting him right and left. And some of the Christians in America are voting for Obama.
The pastor of Obama's church, Reverend Jeremiah Wright, was described by Obama as his spiritual mentor. Spiritual mentor is no small title. If Obama aspires to become the President of the United States, then isn't it fair to ask what he has been learning from this mentor for over 20 years?
Barack knows what it means to be a black man living in a country and a culture that is controlled by rich white people. The government lied about envisioning the HIV virus as a means of genocide against people of color, passes a three-strike law, and then wants us to sing God Bless America. No, no, no. Not God Bless America. God damn America that's in the Bible for killing innocent people. God damn America for treating us citizens as less than human. God damn America.
Senator Obama, I want to begin by asking you about Don Imus. You have condemned his remarks about the women's basketball team at Rutgers. Let me ask you pointedly, do you think he should be fired?
I don't think MSNBC should be carrying the kinds of hateful remarks that Imus uttered the other day. And, you know, he has a track record of making those kinds of remarks.
So he should be off the air, off of MSNBC and off of CBS, off the air completely in your judgment?
Ultimately, you guys are going to have to make that view. He would not be working for me.
In recent news, Barack Obama has come under fire for his association with Reverend Jeremiah Wright.
Do you repudiate the man? Do you repudiate the comments? Do you repudiate both?
No, I would not repudiate the man. As I said, this is somebody who I have known for 17 years.
Although Reverend Wright has been encouraged to avoid interviews, he did make a brief appearance on Fox's Hannity and Combs.
He doesn't know anything more about theology than I know about brain surgery. So,
Reverend, here's my point.
No, let me finish. No, here's my point to you. If you're not going to talk about theology in context, if you're not going to talk about liberation theology that came out of the 60s, systematized black liberation theology that started with Jim Cone in 1968,
Reverend,
and the writings of Cone and the writings of Dwight Hopkins and the writings of womanist theologians and Asian theologians and Hispanic theologians.
Reverend, I got to get this in.
Then you can't talk about the black values.
But I'm going to tell you this. Listen,
do you know liberation theology, sir?
Reverend,
do you know liberation theology?
I actually studied. I studied theology. I went to a seminary and I studied Latin.
No,
I can go.
I said, do you know black liberation theology?
I'm very aware of what you're calling black liberation, but let me get my question out.
No, I didn't ask you what I'm calling. I said, do you know black theology?
Reverend, I'm going to give you a chance to answer your question.
How many of Cone's books have you read?
Reverend,
how many of Cone's books have you
read? Most viewers took one thing away from this interview. Reverend Wright is rude. But beyond his remarkable lack of etiquette, Reverend was saying something that was easily overlooked. Let's look again.
No, I said, do you know black liberation theology?
I'm very aware of what you're calling black liberation, but let me get my question out.
No, I didn't ask you what I'm calling. I said, do you know black theology?
Reverend, I'm going to give you a chance to answer your question.
How many of Cone's books have you read?
Reverend?
How many of Cone's books have you read?
Wright insists that Mr. Hannity cannot even have a discussion with him without first understanding liberation theology and black liberation theology, according to the theologian Dr. James Cone. Liberation theology exploded onto the Central American political landscape as a Marxist strategy for undermining the teachings of legitimate Catholicism in hopes of expanding government control. Pope John Paul condemned the humanist doctrine, which had produced numerous socialist revolutionaries throughout the region. Communist mass murderer Che Guevara was even portrayed as a Christ type in liberation propaganda. Here we find our first connection to Obama. Historically, Marxism has always expanded government control, with programs like nationalized healthcare, gun control, and welfare, all of which are part of the Democratic Party's platform. And again, Che Guevara appears in Obama's campaign. Black liberation theology is an extension of the Marxist liberation theology that exclusively speaks to a negative African-American experience. Dr. James Cone, Ph.D., defines black liberation theology in his book. The following is an excerpt. Black theology refuses to accept a God who is not identified totally with the goals of the black community. If God is not for us and against white people, then he is a murderer, and we had better kill him. The task of black theology is to kill gods who do not belong to the black community. Black theology will accept only the love of God which participates in the destruction of the white enemy. What we need is the divine love as expressed in black power, which is the power of black people to destroy their oppressors here and now by any means at their disposal. Unless God is participating in this holy activity, we must reject his love.